Hey guys, welcome back to another great game of CEDH. I know I said I'd be returning to voiceover games, but bear with me as this game was way too good to not show in full. And as you probably see from the video length, this game went long, and begs the question, are rats good in CEDH? Also, as a reminder, I have some sweet mtga apparel up on the shop. I make it all myself, and if you want to help support the channel and get some sweet new threads, consider checking it out. But starting us off is Krenar on Thrasios Akiri. This is a 4-color list that aims to control the board while setting up for infinite mana for Thrasios, or just the massive Vigilant Akiri to pressure your opponent's life totals. Next up is Darren on Glarb. This is a Doomsday variant, looking to use your commander for both value and to crack the pile, allowing you to essentially play with an 8th card in hand at all times. In the third spot is Hidden on Derevi. This is a highly efficient bird that gets to abuse cards such as Preston, Gaia's Cradle, and the One Ring. And bringing up the rear is CJ from Elder Dingus Highlander on Tayam. This is a creature-based combo list aiming for both a toolbox of effects and allowing for some very unique and resistant combo lines.
Alright, block there, kill that. Oh, that is trample. Guess I'm just dead on board.
Let's play this Misty Rainforest. We will crack this Misty Rainforest, losing a life, and casting this fish. After that, I'll be passing the turn.
Verdant Catacombs, I'm going to choose not to feed, and I'm going to just crack this, go grab a Bayou.
Tropical Island, I unfortunately will have to give you one as I'm going to enchant it with a Utopia Sprawl.
Let's go, baby!
Not the fish.
I know. If it resolves, I'll name white and pass, but
I will draw off a fish.
Play Mana Confluence, tap that, take a damage, and play a Deathrite Shaman and pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Play this Exotic Orchard as land for turn, cast this Noble Hierarch, and then finish it off with a Mox Amber.
For its alternate cast, I'm going to cast a Reverent Silence. I'm going to give you each 6 life, and I'm going to blow up all enchantments.
I have no response, but he does get a draw.
I'm going to draw. Good on me.
I'm happy with that.
You all gain 6.
Yeah.
I'll play a Monamo as my land for turn. Chromox. I'll imprint. Let's do a Force of Vigor. And then let's do 3 for Glarb.
Yep.
And I'll pass the turn.
I'll play out of Verdant Catacombs. I'm going to crack it for green-white, and I will play out this Blind Obedience and pass after that.
I will eat the Verdant Catacombs. I'll make a green mana. Tap Mana Confluence, losing a life to play a Scythe Cat Cub. I'll then play Command Tower as my land for turn. Trigger. I will put a +1/+1 counter on the Deathrite shot. I'll put it on the Scythe Cat Cub.
Okay.
Then I'll play an Avacyn's Pilgrim tapped and pass.
It's a lot of
Tap
stuff.
2,
a few
cast this
things.
Volatile Storm Drake.
I have no response.
I feel like,
He's going to take Glarb.
yeah, I feel like you're going to take Glarb, so I don't think I want to let that resolve.
That's okay.
All right, I'm going to show you a Force of Will, and I'm going to pitch a Fierce.
Oh, dang.
Sure.
I want my Glarb.
That's 100% understandable. I'm going to take it anyway.
Oh, God.
But later, pass the turn.
Just not yet.
Let's
Oh, yeah, I was 100% going to take Glarb. I'm like, Glarb is so good.
I'm going to play a Forest as my land for turn. Let's Surveil 2.
I wish it was Surveil 3.
I'm going to put
God,
Swamp and a Command Tower into the grid. I'm going to cast a Talisman of Resilience.
Come and play tap.
Tap.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's what you get for stopping. For force of will that.
I'm going to pass the turn.
All right.
Well, you're going to steal my commander, right?
1,000,000%. Yeah. You can copy it.
I
it's
didn't
fine.
want to use Force of Will there, but I can't lose Glarb.
I
need
will
his
play out a
voice
Command
list.
Tower.
100%.
I'll cast my commander on ETB, untap that, end my turn, wild growthing my Command Tower.
Shizen.
Pass after that.
I will play a Marsh Flats. Trigger. I will put a +1/+1 counter on Scythe Cat Cub.
Oh, it's about to get so big. It's
It
about to get
is.
big.
Ooh, that's not fun.
I will sacrifice the Marsh Flats. We'll grab Savannah. Damn, I was going to draw a Rule of Law. Savannah. Trigger. Scythe Cat Cub will get twice as many counters.
Yep, big boy.
Got a little 6/6 over here. I'll play a Recruiter of the Guard. Yep, enter stat. I for some reason I tap the wrong way, but I consistently tap the wrong way.
Oh, yeah.
There's not much removal in my deck, so
Tap the stuff down.
it doesn't matter.
Blink Derevi, tap his stuff down. So we don't die to a scythe cat cub. That's what I'm daily afraid of right now.
Perfect.
I'm more
He's killing you first. I don't need to worry about it.
No, we're all gonna die. We're gonna die very quickly to this.
What do I want to grab here? So many options.
That's what I don't want.
See, I would
Go
have.
with this.
You see, you should have just tapped Glarb. Let me gain control. That would have been a land right
I
there.
couldn't even tap him. I just cast him. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not probably.
I'm gonna get Marvin. Actually, I might not even play him this turn. That's silly of me now. Play a Soul Ring.
Take your one.
Yeah. And I'll take 3 more with it and a cash-in money changer after I exile whatever fetch land is in your graveyard. It's goofy.
Yeah.
And I'll go to combat.
I have been neutered.
We're
Oh, you got a lot
gonna.
of cards in your hand still.
You have a Glarb.
I got neutered. Yeah.
You could have had a
Listen.
volatile storm drake.
No, man. Why didn't I do that?
I don't know the decks. I know Derevi pretty well. I don't know Glarb super well, but there's a non-zero chance that you could have ad nause. So we'll send
Sure.
6 your way,
Yeah, I'll take 6.
and I will pass after that.
Yeah.
Go to me.
I do not run Adnons, but I will happily take 6.
That's good to know for the next one.
Yeah, Glarbs traditionally don't because you're maxing out on 4+ to free cast
I
off.
would take so much
Oh,
damage.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Cast a Thrasios Passios.
He's
Love
tapped.
a good
Yeah.
Thrasios Passios.
Play an Urza Saga. And I think I'm actually just going to pass.
I guess I will shock in his breeding pool. I'll play out this Draenith Magistrate
Nice.
Yes.
because it's the only way I have to stop Tayam from doing anything.
He's about
Yeah,
to
doesn't feel
beat you
too
in the
good.
face.
Yeah, you're getting smacked now.
And I am going to extort it.
Okay.
I'll show him the path to exile.
I guess I'm going to send 2 your way, and then I'll untap Derevi and pass.
Upkeep, I get a money counter.
You want to sack it?
Money.
Change counter. I do not want to sack it. And I will draw for turn.
So all I need to do is someone needs to cast Worst Fears on him, then combo off and just make sure it's Money Changer.
I just put that in here. No.
I'm going to cast
Actually, yeah.
Invasion of Ikoria. X is 3.
What does that get him?
I mean, anytime a person is tutoring for something
That's true.
greater mana value than 2, it's problematic.
I will show you this Fierce Guardianship.
Sure. Fierce Resolve. Yeah.
Unfortunately, do not have the mana to extort it a second time.
I wasn't sure what I actually wanted, but I knew it would be under 3. It would be 3 or less for sure.
Yeah, worst comes to worst, it gets a Skyclave Apparition.
Yeah.
Mm.
Agath's Soul Cauldron here. And then I'll go to combat. 6.
Ooh, you didn't have a land.
Nope.
That's wild.
One of the reasons why I extorted.
Yep. The extort's going to make it very grindy.
Smothering Tithe.
I'm passing on that.
I hate it. I mean, luckily the treasures enter tapped,
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing. It's like
but I still hate it.
Chromox pitching this fairy artisan. Pass the turn.
I'll draw. I'll pay the 2. I'll play a Windswept Teeth off the top. Let's just crack this. I'm going to go grab a Trop Island. I'm going to tap him and Surveil too. I'm going to put a Retraction Helix and an Oppo into the graveyard.
Well,
I'm just going to pass.
I say we're luckily don't have to deal with the Valley Flood Color line just yet.
Draw.
I mean-
No, I'll give you a treasure, I think. All right. Well, he'll block something else. I'll cast this Preston. He unfortunately doesn't do anything unless I get Derevi to die. Move to combat, and I will send 2 your way.
No blocks.
And I'll untap my command tower. And I will pass after that.
Upkeep. Get some money.
Money.
Draw for turn. Yeah, Smothering Tithe. I'll pay the 2. Green Sun Zenith. X is 3.
What the fuck? Specific. So now we know he's trying to get a green creature. Converted mana cost 3 or less. I can't do anything. My single piece of interaction doesn't do anything to this.
Here, I'll tap Namo on this Trop Island to... Oh, I guess it wouldn't really matter. Because of Draenith. So even if I Surveil. I'll untap Glarb, but I'll just pass priority.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Let's see what I get.
He probably doesn't know himself.
Yeah. I'll get Cutzel.
Ooh, that's a good one.
All right, madness it is. It draws him a card.
It will draw me a card.
Yep.
That is maybe the reason I got it. I will go to combat. We're going to send the cub your way again.
I'll take another 6.
Trigger, I will draw a card. I can't pay for it.
Yes.
Yep.
Finally.
I'm going to play Luxior.
Enters tapped.
Does enter tapped. Does enter tapped, true.
I don't know.
And
what that
I will
is.
pass turn after that.
Upkeep. I would like to cast this Worldly Tutor.
Collector. Oof. Collector.
I'm trying to get away from under all this madness.
I almost tutored for Collector Oof there.
You're not wrong, but if you had this in hand, then you
that's what I drew off Cutzel.
Oh, gotcha. So you wouldn't have known that.
Yeah.
Draw for turn. Seaborn Muse.
Mm.
I'm gonna surveil 2.
Yeah.
In response.
Yep.
I'm gonna leave that on top. Put Gush to the graveyard, and then unfortunately gonna pass on Seedborn.
I will show you a mana drain.
Why are you doing this to me?
Because I can't counterspell on his turn.
Yep.
That's why I hate running Seaborn Muse. You see, like, I'm not joking. Pass the turn.
Draw. You can have it. Play a C.
You have no cards in hand.
I have
What are you gonna do
one
with 5
card in
mana? You monster! I'm trying to play the game.
because it draws you like 3 extra cards a turn.
I know.
It untaps the treasures.
My Urza Saga as well.
If it was something less scary, then I wouldn't have. But
Understandable.
Seaborn,
No, I understand. Like,
Seaborn's like my favorite card to have in play with Thrasios.
it does usually win me the game.
Use the floating and 2 more full losses. Sorry.
I can't do
don't have
anything.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, even with senses, because of
look,
not only
the
Drain, but
Yeah.
also blind obedience. So that doesn't actually do anything, but it's there.
It
It
is.
is there.
Go ahead. Pass the turn.
All right. I will.
I mean, no, that was 4 mana.
Draw.
Oh, that would have been a 4 mana. I'm like, that was a target.
Yeah.
Like, no, 5 mana is a big.
I'll give you a
Yeah.
treasure and I'll gain 5 colorless because unfortunately they're in the wrong order for me to do that. 3 mana. I will keep a green floating. I'll play out this Emil the Blessed.
This is familiar.
We're gonna die. We are so cooked.
It lets me exile. It doesn't let me draw.
Yeah, but then we're all sent back to the Stone Age, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got nothing for it, unfortunately.
The thing that I have in my hand doesn't do anything against this.
When you didn't fire off against the mana drain, I'm like, all right, I'm hoping he doesn't have anything.
I'm just gonna show you the thing that I had in my hand.
Okay.
Cast a Silence.
I'm good with the silence to resolve 3 of that colorless to activate Emil targeting Derevi. Flicker him.
I'm assuming there's still no
So-
creatures in graveyards with activated abilities that
Nope.
could batter here.
You know what? Let's activate Glarb and surveil 2.
So he gets a
There's
magnum ton of white illusions.
I'm gonna put
When cast create a target that is
fetch
copying
and leave that
that.
on top.
All right, so Derevi is going to ETB. Preston is going to see that, and he's going to say, I need to make a copy of Derevi.
Yeah.
That will put another ETB trigger on the stack, and I'm going to choose to sacrifice. They're both going to target this command tower.
There we go.
Yes, because the command tower then taps for 4 mana because of the 2 untaps. That lets
Yeah.
me re-flicker Derevi.
So
So that gives me infinite mana.
Yep.
Then with infinite mana, I can then flicker whatever the draineth. That gets me, so I don't have to sacrifice the illusion. That gives me infinite illusions of draineth. And then I can then sacrifice 5 illusions, exile target non-land permanent. So I wipe
Everything.
all of your permanents except for your lands.
Okay.
And I also leave myself all the untapped mana and stuff like that.
Would it leave you with an infinite number of 0/1s?
Yes, it would leave me with an infinite number of 0/1s as well.
And basically whatever we cast, you can then just remove.
Yes, I can restart the loop. Granted, if you have like multiple pieces of interaction, I don't have, so every
You would have
turn
to
I
activate
only
both.
have, I don't currently have the way of activating multiple times.
I'm gonna just use Glarb again with the Manamo. Surveil 2. I'm gonna put a One Ring and a Mind Break Trap into the graveyard. I have a way to still win without all of my stuff still. So
Okay, as I said, I know this doesn't win the game.
Yeah.
It just will exile all of your
Absolutely.
non-land permanents.
I'll exile the mana drain from your graveyard.
Sure.
Not my money changer.
I know you didn't even get to use it either.
I didn't.
All I wanted was to resolve my spells.
I can put counters on everything
Yeah.
except the meal. I'll
I
pass
have
the
2 cards in
turn.
hand. I can't do
All
it.
right, let's draw
All my
Toxic
things involve
Deluge.
permanents.
That's not a Toxic Deluge.
Thinking
I'll also,
about it.
just in case, I'll put a counter on Preston as well. Just
I
in
guess
case. You
this
never know.
can do something. No, I can Assassin's Trophy the Emil.
That is true.
Yeah, basic
I-
untapped.
Don't think I have any basics in this list.
Haha.
Ha.
But I don't have any other effects.
All right. I will move to my end step.
Drop. That doesn't help.
I have no basics.
I can deluge right now.
Sure. So if you deluge, then I think that's
He's
very
sent back
good.
to the Stone Age.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think it puts us in the best positions because you guys don't
I have one
He
card
has
in
more
hand.
mana.
All right,
But
it's
yeah.
just a little weird.
Yeah.
But Demonic Constellation?
Yeah, baby!
Yeah, let's see it. Let's see
Forbidden
it.
Tutor! That looks like a deluge to me.
I'm going to say Toxic Deluge.
Yeah.
It's top 6, right?
Yep.
Scheming Symmetry, Trick Bind, Phyrexian Tower, Birds of Paradise, Witchclaw, Otawara.
Damn
Let's
it.
go.
Well, hopefully...
I was really hoping you'd brick on that.
That would have been hilarious.
Look,
Watch, this is going to be the last card.
Yeah.
I really hope not. But maybe.
And then you cast Tayam. You should get your land.
If I did a land. And my one card in hand is still known to the table. It is Marvin.
Oh my
That's
god.
true.
Wonder if I can still win. I really hope there's a deluge in here. I thought I put one in, but
There's no deluge. He actually just has historical in hand and he wanted to do it
Deluge.
funny.
yeah.
Oh my god.
All right.
That's wild.
I will cast Toxic Deluge.
It was a Thassa bin.
No,
All right. So yeah, you still
No,
got a
no.
win con.
notably, no Thassa's Oracle in exile. I will pay. What is the strongest toughness? 6.
Yes.
I will pay 6 life. Then I will pass the turn.
All right. End step, I will put Derevi back into play.
Yep.
Yeah, because you can rebuild the easiest. I'll attack you for 2.
I got one card in hand.
Yes, but you can rebuild the
And
easiest.
it's Marvin.
I'll untap it, and I will pass the turn.
Best game ever.
I'll play a Phyrexian Censor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Land. I'm gonna tap all 3 of those lands for this. Enduring Vitality.
All right. I'll pay 5 for
I'm so
Glarb.
confused.
I'll pass the turn.
Draw. Play out this guy is crazy.
The saddest cradle deck ever at this instant.
Yeah. I guess I'll hit you for 2.
I deserve it. I'll take 2.
Untap, and I will pass as well.
Next time we see each other, I got
Play my drain.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And then I'll pass the
I
time.
shouldn't have Toxic Deluge.
We're gonna be here forever. So draw. Tap mana vault. I'm sick and tired of seeing it in my hand. Pass.
Ooh, so now it's just going to deal damage to you?
He can pay to
I'm gonna
untap
untap it
it.
on my turn, good sir. You let me cook, damn it.
Let's do Aetherflux.
Yes, sir.
If you didn't have Draenith out, I was going to go off with that Bolas of Citadel. I'm going to pass the turn.
Yeah, since you're showing an actual gain life, I will swing 2 at you.
Absolutely.
I will then untap.
The line is for sure gone now, but
Then check
You
this.
want pull from eternity.
Felidar Guardian.
ooh,
Oh my god.
Extorted.
Oh, no. We're all going to lose the game to blind
I
obedience
got like 4
extortion.
turns left, I think.
I'll flicker
be a long
Derevi,
game.
which will untap this, and I'll pass the turn. This will enter tapped. Oh, yeah.
Derevi will also be tapped.
Yes.
Ooh, I'll play a Centaur Garden.
Combo piece.
And then we'll play Tayam.
Yeah.
Does enter tapped.
I'm gonna flash in this Valley Flood card. We're gonna go to Beats, baby.
Oh,
Take that 1.
Oh shoot, I forgot to do. Damn it.
you've got to pay.
Combat.
I'll take 3.
That's what you get.
That's why I extorted.
None of these cards do anything in my hand. Pass the turn.
End step, I'm gonna Noxious Revival. Bang 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna target, I think, Deluge.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. No Draineth, please.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't have anything to do.
Yep.
All right.
You're good.
Let's Deluge. X will be 3.
We'll respond by floating 2 blue mana,
I'll respond by crying.
and then this will come back.
Oh, I gain a life. I'm gonna pass turn.
I'm gonna play this mon. He did it for 3, so
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I didn't want to kill my Glarb.
I'm gonna play this monumental henge. You know, I'm just gonna pass the turn.
Play a Flooded Strand. I'll play Marvin. And pass.
Tapped.
Go
Untap,
ahead.
upkeep, lose 1.
It's crazy that we're still forgetting about Blind Obedience.
Delta.
This is like the
practice
bane
melting.
of editing's existence because I forget about it all the time as
Yep.
well.
We will be getting this volcanic island. Get Thrasios out.
Hey, you're welcome. Oh, I can cast it. I can cast that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
You can get he's
He's unlocked.
Do not touch my
Seaborn.
things.
Oh, no.
Oh, you want a Seaborn, huh?
I'll gain a life.
You really want a Seaborn? I'm gonna let you have a Seaborn.
Sick. I can Glarb every turn.
A lot of Glarb.
A lot of the time. All right, I'm gonna pass.
I'll put Derevi in.
Yep.
That's good.
It's on that step. Yep.
Tap that
Half my Seaborn.
and swords it.
Alrighty. That. Oh,
I do have an extort trigger as well, which I am going to do.
so I'll gain 2.
Yep. 3 mana. I'm gonna play out this Delny.
It feels like we're back.
All right, it's deluge time.
Extorted.
Oh my god.
Go to combat and swing 2 your way, 1 your way. I have 4 untapped triggers.
I'm going to respond to them by cracking Flooded Strand.
Sure thing.
Hell yeah.
Godless Shrine.
There's no draw engine. in
I'll
play.
do 3 here and 1 on my Savannah. I'll do 10 lead this first and then 6. All right. Before the mana fades away, I will tap that. So I'll spend. I'm not going to tap it the last time.
Yeah, that makes
that's
sense.
what it is.
That
That's
makes
that's what I was like. So then I can look at the top 5 and I might reveal a historic permanent.
Why isn't this casual?
I
Like,
will
I want to
reveal
use a
cannon.
lot of mana.
So then I'm going to go to second main. Then
I'm
I'll
gonna top take a tainted pack, then I'm gonna
pass
taint
the
it turn. I'm gonna do that.
I'll play an Elvish Mystic.
That's gorgeous.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm counting because I have no cards in my hand.
You could recast Tayam, no?
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh,
It's
no.
6.
Upkeep.
I wish time was just Abzan.
Yeah.
I have enough mana for Thrasios activations. Passios.
All right, in your end step, I'm just gonna surveil 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a Notion Thief and a Fairy Mastermind into the graveyard.
Notion Thief is a bad card.
I mean, probably in this instance because we're not really drawing a whole lot.
Exactly. Let's do 3 for a Ristic. Trigger either flux, I'll get a life.
Yep.
Just keeping alive against my flyer.
That's literally, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna surveil 2.
Uh-huh.
You're going to Thoracle the hard way.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna leave that one on top and put a crop rotation in the graveyard.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna pass the turn.
I've never seen such a thick exile pile.
It's just getting so much.
I'll play out this emergent zone as land. So I guess I'll walk into it, but I'll just send everything your way.
Bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna gain a life off either flux.
Comes into play tap. That's
I might have a response to Bowmaster.
Yep. So
on the side.
on cast.
Yeah, on cast. I think I will respond to that. I'm going to Psych Rift targeting your commander. I paid for it.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, no worries.
Okay, so bare minimum.
This is with OBM on the stack.
Yes, this is with OBM on the stack.
Right.
Oh,
Because I need to do it before he can draw a card off Thrasios.
1, 2, 3, 4. Right? I think that's what we're doing. Yeah. If it resolves, so go to the bottom.
I'm going to laugh if it's a land.
There's a Talengate!
Whoa.
Oh, God is good.
That is
Yeah, we'll get rid of. Oh, and you'll be tapped out. Oh,
if you phase out Derevi here,
Yeah,
we
if you
can't
phase out
untap.
Derevi.
Yeah, no, it's Derevi. Yeah, it's Derevi. I'm good
Okay.
with Derevi.
All right. And then we're good to let an
I'll
Overlord
tap
Rift.
Marvin for a green.
And then OBM will enter. I'll send one, I guess, still at the Kinnan.
Yep. You will gain 1 off of your cast as well.
Yes.
And then you'll take 5 from the attack.
Take 5.
Pass the turn. Damn.
Talengates. the other one was an Odawara. And I was like, this doesn't help. But it's like, what are the odds? I'm like, play the deck correctly and it will.
Play an Esper Sentinel.
Yes, sir. Dude, that thing is still here.
Marvin
Yes.
and Elvish Mystic.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Sure.
I'm like on
You
the
can
brink
use this
of
Esper Sentinel to ping down the bigger things like
Oh,
that's
yes.
Kinnan and the Delmy.
Yes, absolutely. That's a great
Yeah.
idea.
I'm just happy this deck has done anything.
It's
I thought I
very
was gonna.
resilient.
I thought I was gonna lose hard after that first board wipe.
For a enduring tap vitality. What did I do?
I said it's a creature again.
Yeah. That was the only pro of that Psych Rift.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, my
No
bad.
worries.
I'll bring back out a Ristic Study. Sure, you can draw.
Yes, sir.
I'll send one I'll mark him for 1 damage.
Okay.
Blue, black, green with the Elvish Spirit Guide. And I'll recast a Glarb. And then I will pass the turn.
This will phase back in. I'm just gonna spin Kinnan.
Yeah.
Well, luckily I did hit because the other one was a Captain Sisse. But I will get this Phyrexian
Ooh.
Metamorph. Think the Bowmaster is scarier to kill my creatures, so I'd rather get it off the board. So it'll enter as a copy of Bowmaster.
Okay.
I'll put 1 here and 1 on the Esper.
All right.
Rip.
That's good by me.
Yep.
Bowmaster dies.
And I will amass 2.
I now have Threshold.
I will then go to combat and send 2 that way in the air. Yep, and I'll send 5 that way.
I'll take 2.
So I've got a bunch of untaps. So I've got 8 untaps. This generates me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana each untap.
Mm-hmm.
And this gives me the blue and green each untap.
Okay.
So I will activate Kinnan.
Yeah.
I will get this Archivist of Ogma.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So now I will untap. Now I have 1 green floating. I will spin Kinnan again.
Deluge's looking pretty good right now.
I know.
Yeah, I
Best card in
will
the format, I
get a
think.
blue tender.
to me.
So I will go up to 3 floating green,
Okay.
and then spin. And I've got 1 untap left there. All right, I got my first whiff.
Oh.
Let's go.
You have an activation available though, or no?
No.
Oh, okay, you
Then
have
One
Green,
on tap
yeah,
left, so
okay.
he can do it
Yes.
again, right? At least one more time.
Yeah. In combat though. That's the biggest difference.
yeah, this is in combat, so I think I'm just gonna let it fizzle, and then I will pass the turn.
This is going to be a rough game to edit.
Play Tayam.
May I
Ristic.
draw a card?
Please don't. I
Please.
ask that you please don't
Please,
because our board dies.
Oh, from
The
the...
Bowmasters,
I get 2
double
Bowmaster
Bowmasters.
trigger.
My boy.
Oh, there's 2 triggers.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Where would those triggers
Well,
be?
here, let me see. Let me see
going?
what's on top and if it's even, like...
Where would those
it's not a
triggers
great
be
card.
going?
If you don't pay, I'll probably kill your stuff.
Oh, okay. So
Oh my god. He was like, I was get fudged. Like, that's what happened.
you could have had the triggers if you wanted them. Go ahead.
Tap up, keep draw. That's cool, I guess. It doesn't help us in this particular situation. I'm gonna pass the turn.
Let's cast a calling ritual.
No!
I'll show you a mind break trap.
Hard cast mind break.
Oof.
Do you pay for the Ristic study?
Yeah,
do.
yeah. Yeah, that happens.
Not at all.
Exile.
Let's play land. Let's surveil 2. Let's leave that on top. I'll put a Bloodstained Mire.
Yeah.
The Oracle's looking better and better. I'm just going to pass the turn.
And step, I'll do shenanigans.
Sure thing.
I'm gonna overload a rift.
Oh, sick. Can I draw a card?
Yes.
I'll draw. You have 2 triggers.
I do. I'll kill Marvin.
No.
Other than that, though, I am good with Rift.
I was trying to count your mana. I was like, all right, now he's back to normalness, kind of, sort of.
For now.
For now.
I have to discard one card. I'll discard a Polywog Prodigy.
I'd rather an overloaded Psych Rift than
Deluge?
a Culling Ritual.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
Calling Ritual would have been great,
Yes,
though,
for
for
obedience is a
just me. But
Start off wild growthing.
Yeah. No.
mental misstep. The Wild Growth
Nice.
put in work.
The Wild
It
Growth.
did.
Yeah, a lot of work.
It did. Delny, and cast my commander. I'll untap these two. I'm going to have one green floating. Snap. Bouncing nuts.
I can do things. I can do this. I can cast this fierce.
Okay.
Things.
Like it
Yeah, I can't stop that.
protects my things and simmers you down just a little bit.
Yeah, I have one mana, but I can't do anything with it, so I have to pass the turn.
Yes.
Darn, I'm like, perfect, I can snap.
I'm like, this
the cradle
it
again.
generates
Untap
so
the
much
cradle again.
mana. It just gets worse and worse.
Draw for turn. I'm gonna play Tayam.
Yeah.
I'll take 2 damage, and then I'll also play an Elvish Mystic.
Yes, sir.
It'll enter with a Vigilance counter.
Things are entering tapped.
Then I'll pass.
Initially for this mana
It's been a
vault.
fun game, all things considered.
This has been one hell of a game.
It has been a game.
For this one ring.
Nice.
I will tap this
No
one
response.
ring to draw this card for a Ranger Captain. Ranger Captain ETB. Mockingbird. Tap 2 because why not? Akiri!
Akiri made it.
Play a Misty Rainforest. Crack the Misty Rainforest. Oh, well, there's only one target. So, I'm gonna,
That's what you grab.
man.
So
Yeah,
close to
there we
not
go.
He
having
really
physical
is.
land.
He really is going to just value Thassa.
That's the plan. That's all I got left. Nobody attack me, please. I feel like you're just going to crack it in response to this. Yogswell?
What the fuck? Why? Why?
I really I think you do need to crack it
Why
now.
are you like what's in your bin?
Um,
Oh my god!
I got an OBM. I got a Crop Rotation, Notion Thief, Deluge. Mana Consultation, One
Could always use
Ring,
more deluges.
Gush, Oppo, Retraction Helix. Doesn't look like I can actually win, but
Doesn't
If
look
he
like
if
it.
he has the Thassas, then
It just has
He-
a tainted
maybe.
back in the
Could be in
bin.
my hand.
Oh my god! Why are you putting me in this situation?
I mean, to be fair, we're creature
know.
decks.
Yeah,
so-
we're
creature decks.
I know.
I also do run like 20 creatures. Probably not as many as them, but
Not even as
I think
much
I have
as me.
40. Not 40.
Sure, let's just crack the
It's
Ranger
probably-
Captain. I don't think it's going
close.
to do anything. That's the thing. Like, I don't think it matters.
all right, you crashed Ranger Captain?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wait,
this resolve?
Ranger, that has resolved.
Well, that sucks. Understandable though.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could OPM again. Or
1 million.
or opposite
No,
agent.
no. He has a copy in
got the
hand.
clone
No,
in
you
his
can't
hand.
OBM again.
Oh, he's got the Phyrexian. Yeah.
Yeah. With Delny.
Unless you really want to lose. Like, I understand about progressing your gameplay, but
Well,
understand we will 100.
no,
Turbo
I have,
Adnal's
I
not
have,
Turbo
I have something for
Lose.
that actually.
I know.
I think I am going to bring out OBM because I have something for their Phyrexian.
Okay.
So I'll cast OBM.
Yeah.
If that's good.
Oh yeah.
You
All
should
right.
be-
Yeah. Unfortunately, the elf is would
It's a
technically be the
vigilance
target.
counter.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a vigilant count.
The
Yeah.
vigilance
I'm so
counter.
sorry. I'm going to have to kill that.
No.
I think after that, I'm just going to pass the turn.
I'm going to play out this Windsor Tape. I'm going to attempt to crack on a Windsor Teeth. No, I do. I was just...
I guess technically I'd die before.
Yeah, if you somehow
Yeah.
die to commander damage, that's
I mean, I do have an
crazy.
Aetherflux in my hand, so it's...
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I'll cast the Phyrexian Metamorph, taking 2. It is going to enter as a copy of Orcish Bowmaster.
Okay.
1 damage there, 1 damage on your orc.
Okay. I'm going to cast a Veil Summer.
I don't have anything to stop the Veil.
Sweet. All right. So then I draw.
Yep.
And then my stuff has hexproof.
I assume no one else is drawing this turn, so I just will poke you for 2. I will cast Kinnan, move to combat. I will send 2 in the air at you, and I will send 2 at you.
Yeah, I can't block Delny.
No, you cannot.
Yeah.
So I have 4 untaps. I'll do 2 and 2. So that leaves that, and I still have 1 untapped there, and I will activate Kinnan. Yeah, I can't. I failed to find specifically. So then that's the guy's cradle.
Yep.
Then I'll go to my second main. I'm going to cast a Felidar Guardian. which you knew about.
What?
Mhm.
Target Derevi to flicker.
Yep.
That will get me 2 untaps, which is here and here. That drops me down to 3, and I will activate Kinnan again.
I've never seen so many Kinnan activations without the game ending.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I will take the Polywog. Bloom Tender, and then I'll just end my turn with a Blind Obedience.
Not the
I will extort.
obedience.
There it is.
Killed all my creatures.
I'll play Archon of Emeria.
One spell per turn, baby.
Yep.
It enters with a vigilance counter.
We died
Like
at
with that, we
Kinnan.
just
That's
lose.
the thing.
Yeah. With that on
he
the field, we just lose.
out Kinnans us.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing.
Because he's not
So
casting.
Yeah.
I have like 3 more creatures I can get, by the way. In my whole list. I looked. I have like 3 more.
I need counters in play to be able to do anything with time.
100%. No,
yeah,
you're good.
so I'm just kind of
Yeah.
behind,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I've
yeah,
been behind
absolutely.
most of the game, so I kind of need body. I'm
yeah.
gonna pass after that.
If
Go
you
to
draw
me.
with the One Ring, I think I just die here. Just so you know. If you don't care if I die, right? Because like I try and kill his OBM, he just sends all 4 at me, and I just die. Yeah.
Scalding Tarn.
Enters tapped.
There might be a realistic world where he doesn't kill you if I tap my One Ring.
Well, I'm just thinking I send it at his OBM, and then like in order to keep his OBM, he has to kill me.
I guess that's true. You would declare yours, and then he would
Yep. And if I don't send it at OBM,
have
I just
4
lose
triggers
mine.
because I would draw 2 cards. He would
Yeah.
have 4 OBM triggers.
yep. Then I'm at 3 life.
Is that the player? I ask you, like, is that the play here? Like,
if you if you think you
If
can draw into
think-
something,
Yeah, your
like, it's
draws
for
are
your
better
game
than
plan,
having
you know?
a player that potentially could stop you.
I have a little bit of interaction, but he's just going to beat my face. So there's not a whole lot I can do on my turn anyways,
that's fair.
unless I draw something. I guess you could always see what I draw and then draw in response. But if you want to do it now in the main phase, there are no hard feelings.
My brain is wormy. My brain. I'm going to attempt to put draw 2 trigger on the stack.
I got nothing.
I got no response.
Draw your cards. Your pathetic cards, Kaiba.
I drew 2 cards.
Now you have 2 Orcish Bowmaster triggers, and I will have 4 that go on top.
Maybe if I don't send them at,
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's realistically, if you don't send them at him, maybe he's incentivized to, like,
not kill me.
yeah.
Possibly. I doubt it. But I'm going to send 2 of them at Archon.
Yeah, I'm just going to do 3 to your face, and I'll do 1 to your face.
One
All
to
right.
my face.
I die.
I'm just hoping I didn't unlock him, but
I was going to doomsday on my team.
Oh my god. Mockingbird.
Yeah.
I don't have a response to Mockingbird.
ETB blow up Bowmasters.
Alright.
No, I'm just gonna pass the turn, man.
Alright.
Go with God.
I guess I'm going to pay 2 life to attempt to put this Emil on top of my deck. I have already drawn for turn,
I don't have anything that stops that. So yep.
so I'll drop down to 2, activate Kinnan.
It resolves on me, bud.
Yeah, I passed priority on it. So now you want to blink your orc army, right?
I'm going to demonstrate a loop, activate Emil to flicker for infinite green.
Yep.
Which will get me infinite colors.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to activate Kinnans.
Yes.
Kinnan activation. Yep.
Go for it.
Yeah, there's an endurance. I'm just
Yeah.
pulling these out.
No, not
No,
even.
so I can get
You can-
Preston.
Yeah, you can get his combo pieces back into his deck with endurance, and then
Yeah.
get him back into play with the Emil stuff.
So the first one will be endurance.
Oh, it doesn't even matter because you could just flicker it again.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
With
Put a
the,
Thrasios activation on the stack.
I will, in response, flicker the endurance.
Yep.
Which will shuffle this back in.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
or
think
super
that's-
dead. That's the thing.
okay.
I didn't know if
Yeah.
you could get to Preston
I'll play a
to get to
wild
the
one preserver.
Yeah.
Game review. Man, that game was a blast, even with 2 toxic deluges, 2 overloaded Cycryphs, and Hidden wiping the board with Preston. But after seeing all this, do you think Wraths are good in CDH? I know they can really set people back, but in this day and age, decks are so resilient and can rebuild so effectively, it might just be better to focus on win conditions than wiping the board. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thanks to everyone that joined for the game, and before everyone leaves, I want to thank our special Patreon members, Slyfox and Holy Septic, for the support of the channel, along with all of our other Patreon supporters as well. And remember, never give up, even if you're dead on board. I'll see you guys later.